Okay, good morning, everybody. My name is Brandon Lewis. I'm one of the Ops Section Chief with PNW2, here to give our last Facebook update for the Double Creek, Sturgill, Nebo, and Goat 2 fires. So today I'm going to start off with the Nebo fire. Things are looking pretty good out on Nebo. We got quite a bit of moisture with the systems that came through yesterday, and fire activity's pretty mellow out on that. Today's operations, we've got a couple crews, some chippers, and they're going to be continuing to clean up some roadside prep that was done on the 39 road, and then they're going to move down to 3925 and do some additional cleanup there. Moving over to the Sturgill fire, yesterday we pulled most all of the resources out of the Minum Lodge, Red's Horse Ranch area due to the weather and just folks timing out. Today's operations, we're looking at inserting a few folks back in there just to have eyes on what that fire's doing and provide some intel back to the local unit and the incident management team that's taken over for us. Activity-wise, that fire's been sitting pretty good. Haven't had to do a lot of suppression action on that fire, and really our focus has been point source protection on the values that are out there. With that, we do have a group, the Lostine group, that's putting in a shaded fuel break from Lostine up to Bear Creek. They're going to be continuing with those operations along with some mastication south on the Lostine road for another day or so, getting tied into a old guard station or a guard station out there to stop that operation. Moving over to Double Creek. So Double Creek, it's going to be another busy day out there, taking advantage of the weather with all the resources we have. I'm going to start on over here in Branch 2 in the river group. We got several folks down there on the river patrolling, checking all the structures on the Oregon side, and just making sure we have a presence down there, so if that fire decides to move, we have some folks that can implement the plan for structure protection. Moving up into Division Echo, the folks out there have had a lot of good progress. We have line all the way down to the Dugbar Road, and they're looking at continuing to improve that. We are going to have resources out there in anticipation that when the weather dries, that northern end of the fire is going to start moving again, and we'll be ready to continue our line progression with Dragonfire and protecting the communities and the values along the Imnaha River. Moving down to the southern part of Echo, Alpha area, all that has been and will continue to be in patrol status for the foreseeable future. Things are looking real good in there. Lots of solid work from the crews, resources that are out there to make sure that there's no threat to the structures and the private property in the Imnaha. Up here on our slop over that we had 5 days ago, we have continued to have good progress on that. Mother Nature's helped us, and we've got that to a point where it's in more of a patrol status than really active firefighting out there. So great work to the folks that were out there battling that. And then moving down here into Division Quebec, a lot of good work there on finding an opportunity to go and put an east-west line in on the south end of the fire. Feel like we've got a good plan. As you can see on the map, we've added some containment line on that southern end, and they're continuing to work a trail system tying into a road system along the rim of the Hells Canyon Recreation Area. So feel pretty confident about what's happening there. And then lastly, the remainder of Quebec and Romeo, those folks are going to be out there continuing to do roadside prep as a contingency line just in case the fire gets up and gets past our lines. With that, I want to say thanks to the community for welcoming PNW2 in, and glad we were here and could help serve the community and protect the values that we have out here. Thanks.